Eh sì, però... Dobro jutro. Vabbè, ti pospano. Ti stai una cos'è?
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very... And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's had a shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Chelsea penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. And Dyke can clear it away.
Decibeliš, ma jo, agro, te čeh, ne idu u penziju, nema šanse. Ne jurimo to, juri se, brate, Rio kad bude bio i to je to.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Miko, pa brate, ako nemaš golmana, Gigi je sigurno dobar.
Hazard will not want to
To
lose
nema
it.
pogovora.
And Salah! Oh, good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just...
Chance! It's in! And they're back in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay...
A i pokazalo su mi se u prethodnom periodu da su Epic verzije bolje od Showtime-a.
Chelsea have their
Tako da
lead.
i to je jedan minus.
This is the time you need that pace.
Quarter of an hour played. Ake. Aimed beyond the defence. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And it's Azar. Hazard stood his ground strongly. Knocks it into space. It's anyone's ball now. Bernardo Silva. Shevchenko.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lampard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Park Ji-sung. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ball is over the line.
Neka ga. Sigurno će da ima neko ko će da ga juri.
Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. He'll try to keep this alive. Right, Shevchenko. Lampard. And here's Azar. Park Ji-sung. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Ake. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Da je možda još neko
Ake.
u peku koji bi bio top, pa i ajde, ali ovako Zambrota i... Pa i Pirlo je dobar, ali ono...
And they can counter here. Closing in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Park Ji-sung. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the drop.
Lampard! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
To ti kažem Viko, vrati. Ko voli, nek izvoli.
Good play. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There will be 3 minutes.
Nice looking ball. Oh, there's a probing ball, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, some tackle that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's straight offside. Well, that has not gone well. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Chelsea claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. The second half is up and running. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Ake tries to play it through. Ake is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle. And Shevchenko! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Bernardo Silva. Coming on to replace him is
Pozdrav, Kratos.
Gerard.
Tries to get it clear. Lampard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Lampard. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Azar. Vieira. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zola going face to face with his great rival. Zola. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a good spell of possession, this. Gerard. Owen. Now it's Azar. And this is Shevchenko.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. There was plenty of power
Dosta,
on that.
dosta. Očekivao sam malo bolje trenera, iskreno.
Chelsea have their third corner. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Vieira. Chelsea still have the cards to affect this game. Decent chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't
Ma
stray
deve
offside.
89 mislim da.
Oh, great leap! Ake tries to clear. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Little pass back. Park Ji-sung. He might be in here. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping.
Haaland! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Ferdinand is there and he can pick it up. He's chosen to go back. And here's Zola. And here's Park Ji-sung. Lampard. Now he's got space here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found the way through. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Ovaj baš ne odustaje, a? Ja sam ga uzeo, brate, ali nisam zadovoljan. Ako nemaš bolje, okej je, dobiješ i trenera i Ronalda, ali nije nešto. Neće da daju prime verziju retardi, zato što je Messi ambasador.
Vieira, number 8. Ake.
That's a sharp pass.
Number 16. Rodri.
He
Number
has found a
3.
way through.
Adams. Substitution.
Chelsea will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Rooney. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well,
Deci bili, šta ima?
with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. And it's Gerrard. Solar. Gerrard. Played in by Gerrard. He's done well to get that clear. Oh, easy pickings there. Played back into the centre.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That pass has been well intercepted. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the...
And he shoots!
Ako nemaš boljeg trenera, nije loše, imaš i Mbappe tamo, ali...
Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball.
Ako imaš ništa specijalni su treneri, ja sam očekivao da će budu mnogo bolji, ali nažalost ništa.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was
Added minute
very
has been
poor.
indicated.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Great vision. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lampard, and that's been intercepted. Now it's Haaland. And that is that. Chelsea have done it. The perfect outcome.
Da, glupost baš. Gde si, Srki, legendo moja? Evo, brate. Slušam kako mi buše kuću. Rade mi izolaciju. Malo igram PES pa da idem na posao. Kod tebe šta ima? Hvala, brate moj. Ljubi bratu štroka vrat. Gde si, Taljo, legendo? Brate, bavimo se svime i svačime. Uzmem, bacim jednu partiju u ovaj đavo. U eventu, uzmem PS Coinsa i malo zagrajem prste. Nije isto kad odigraš jednu i počneš diviziju i kad ne odigraš ni jednu nego odmah uđeš u diviziju. Ne mogu da se pasuljim do drugog poluvremena, vrati. Kao da nisu moji prsti.
Is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So that's got things underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard
Ui
tackling,
bre,
foundations of his game.
colpo loš
But he can
pas.
turn defense into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Tries to pass it through. It's an excellent interception. Check, gets it clear.
Ajmo bulite, doktore.
Marcelo. That's a cute ball. Towering header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vieira.
Jebem ti kako izlete
Disappointing at
Vieira.
the end there. They lack urgency. And he's quick to snatch it back. Schmeichel. To Marcelo. And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
A, brate. Veselo, veselo će da bude. Nisam, brate, neću uzimam nikoga.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets.
Da, za dete, brate. Najjača stvar ikad. Brate, Marcelo mi preskočio Vieru, jebate.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. Botafogo yet to have
Ja ne znam
an attempt on
kakav
goal.
ovaj bunker ima, mora druga formacija.
Now gone. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's a pretty loose pass. Pull it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Ibrahimovic.
I 1-0. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Botafogo!
Ne ide, promeniš stav taktik, daš gol, prosto ko patofna.
Executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Goes for goal! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rummenigge knocks it into space.
Ah, kako se ne setim da uradim double touch
Alert to
i
the
onda
possibilities,
pas.
but in the end it's free.
Onda bi prošlo 100%.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Can he get it through? This time, surely!
Bože koji pas.
And he's quick to get rid. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. And it's Hullet. And it's Vieira. Looking for a runner. Decent.
Aj, jao, brat. Kakav sam doktor, znači.
And they're threatening to fly away here.
Kakav sam doktor za ove paseve.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position I
Gledaj
think
ovo.
would probably fluff that.
Gledaj ovo, magija.
Not this fella.
Magija. Magija.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Da ćeš biti na kanavara, bre, čovječe, se lud.
Pull it. Jedan.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's in a great position here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Foot in. Bale. And here's Hullet. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the finish!
Hey, Baltazar, what's up, bro?
Should have been made to pay.
Nisi, brate, pošteno nisi. Nisam ni ja, brate, iznenadio sam samog sebe.
Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Azar. Rummenigge. Well timed, excellent interception. Marcelo. All the way back.
Mada nikad ne znaš kad
And it's Bergamo.
može da okrene ovo smeće
And he's gone
čas.
long. It's an inviting looking ball that. Seedorf. Not the most accurate pass. Aims beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Evo, ali ja se zajebavati, nije baš puno.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And smartly reclaimed. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Ko dobar je Capella.
Strong opinions on the first half.
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the
And
match
if you
out
do
or
have a chance
forcing the
today,
issue
please
even
take some
further.
time out to give
I'd
your
always
support
be
to our
inclined to
better
go
stadium
for
fund.
the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Botafogo are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back on the way. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Cruyff. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ibrahimovic. Nice interception, well timed.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Seedorf.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he's managed to get free. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Veron, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
Seedorf.
Dove ga, Veron?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Turan.
Ako, drkaj se, Dragane.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance!
Ako, jedan gol na Ako.
Back to within one. Interesting. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
How can they be so careless careless, Peter. It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Tries to play it through. Botafogo are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Hullet. Beckenbauer. Oh, that's a fine interception. Nice sequence of passes, this. Jedan could move up a gear here. Floated through. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase.
Šta ja sebi pravim, brat? Šta ja sebi pravim, je?
They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Imao sam sreću što je loše šutnuo i što sam selektovao golmana, inače čist gol.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 11, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 20, Hullet. Number 22, Varane. Number 24.
Botafogo have, after this, one further opportunity to make a sub. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run.
Neće outside da šutne retarcijalno.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Gattuso. Number 7,
Botafogo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Bullish header! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And it's Bale. Now it's Pele. Nice bit of trickery. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate.
Takes a shot. Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him, and he was alert to it.
Botafogo can really think about the pressure.
Oh, terrible mistake. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Gattuso. And it's hoisted clear. It's Bale! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Gattuso. And here's Bale. He's having a hit!
This is the time you need that pace.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us...
Nešto tu smrdi, vrati. Nešto tu smrdi. Ne lade ga, brate, ljudi, ne lade ga.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Botafogo.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. And we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to...
And the finish! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that... And the shot! That's a nicely weighted pass. And they've got rid. Pull it. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That looks a decent ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Nedved. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Oh, kako sam malo vrtio.
Pull it. Looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? Real chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of...
Opa, bravo, pero, to je to, lagan si, danas je tvoj srećan dan.
And it's Hullet. It's Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ma ja, to je bilo bacanje para.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He can run onto that. Rummenigge is onto this. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's been cut out, well played. Pull it. Hazard. Hazard running with the ball. Hazard.
Croatia really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Bale. Van Dijk gives no quarter whatsoever. Hullet, who can single-handedly make a difference. Throw it.
Pa ni njih neću jurim jer nema da idem igre.
Akanji. And again they run up against stubborn defending. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Picked out Bale! It's in! Croatia are back in business!
Kako si ispali reper bi se.
Oh, beautifully dispatched.
A za ovaj celebration, druže, to je mnogo velika greška u koracima. To je mnogo velika greška u koracima.
Croatia restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Hazard. Now it's Bale. This is a promising build-up. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to...
He'll try from distance! And a the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Gullit. Ibrahimovic. Azar. And it's Gullit. It's a threatening ball. Stood up well to him there. Gullit. He's shifting through the gears here. Marcelo. That's been drilled forward. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. And this is Gullit. Gullit cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some
Ok, Zar,
help.
sad već preteraš, nerviraš me.
And it's Marcelo. Guardiola. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Botafogo get the second half started. Gullit, he has found the way through. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Koeman did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Ball looks a good one. Look at this, takes a shot! They've scored!
Well,
Ne celebrate-uj.
It's usually something very memorable.
Uroše, jebi ga, vrati.
We'll certainly remember that one.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Gullit. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Croatia have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. And it's Marcelo. Guardiola is always looking to break lines.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Botafogo are looking to break at pace. That's been slipped through. And this is Gullit. Croatia can't breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Ajde, Ibra, najde. Ti si smešan, bro.
It's a goal kick.
Ti si smešan, Ibro. Jako smešan momak. Iskreno ne. Iskreno ne vredi.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 14.
So we have movement movement on both benches.
Number 13, Bullets. Coming on the field,
Nedved,
number 15, Mbappe.
Schmeichel,
Number 5, Neymar. Substitution is
Botafogo,
taking place.
perhaps
The
contemplating their
attendance
next
for this
change
match
here.
is 29,514.
Guardiola. And he's there to make the challenge.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Neymar. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. And this is getting better and better. A moment that needed composure, and he had
Ja to i
plenty
pričam,
of it.
brate.
Well, that's
Ja ti
great
pričam
disguise
realno.
he got on that
Ti ako
penalty.
hoćeš da potrošiš
Just
tvoje
toying
pare,
with
ti
the defense,
potrošiš
making
na
them
drugi.
guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
To mislim, pero da nema smisla, ali ono svakako možda mu staviš šta god hoćeš. On ima dosta slota.
Substitution for Croatia, number 20.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 6.
Botafogo go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tries one from range. That was mighty close. Looking for options for movement. Botafogo are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. That's an imaginative pass. And it's Bale. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Bullet. And that is a little undercooked. Azar. Marcelo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. Pele. Neymar. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Haaland. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Akanji. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. Mbappe. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's running through.
There will be 3 minutes
Neymar.
added time.
Just eases him off the ball. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Brate, to ti je test super cancel. Znači trčiš pravo, desni analog na dole i levi dole nazad. I šutneš pa prekineš sve to isto vreme.
And an exciting one
How would
too.
you somewhat what we've witnessed, Jim.
Šta bre, 3 poena, brate. Samo 3 poena, je. Brate, pa FIFA propada. Mora da se vrati, brate, tamo gde su mu koreni. Šta ima tamo? Uf jebote. Ma da, te super cancel onaj. Pazi brate, ne drkaj se jebote, se polomiš. Pa jeste, ali pazi u buduće, brate. Ništa, brate moj, uvek. Druga, brate. Ako čujete buku, to mi rade izolaciju, ovamo seču nešto, ruše kuću, to je fasadu. Imam fore još 2 partije, to je to. Vidi, evo ga mi lutim, bre, šta je ovo? Šta je ovo, skuplja se reprezentacija Srbije na streamu, brate, šta je to?
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. So that's got things underway. Well, now here's
Ajmo za kureta.
someone who really
Op.
does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique.
Drkaj se, Dragan.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Looking to play him in. Skims. Can he finish? Off the post.
Svi što ga zavuče.
Well, once more, it's him. and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Real chance! And he hits the net.
Kad je teško, tu je Gullit.
Lead lost, no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the
Ajde, okrenemo to čas. Vidi ga kako se ubacuje gore. Op. Op. Ajde, ajde, ajde.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Uf, aj, duvaj ga savršen baš.
Looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's takes a shot!
Uradi double touch, Dragan.
Lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Bullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. There could be trouble here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Yamal. That pass has been well intercepted.
Bu
easy
kvar.
pass there. And it's Gullit. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That ball looks a good one. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
The specialist in tearing teams apart.
Seedorf.
Ne zebaj.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Looking tidy in possession here. And that's a danger. There's the shot!
Golazo.
That is just...
Golazo.
He's got himself an absolute peach.
Neću, brate.
The comeback is complete.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Vieira is there to clear. Can he spark a counter here? That's a good ball out wide. Seedorf. Can he get it through? It's Ibrahimovic!
Ovo si dao Ibro, brate.
That wasn't far away. Roberto Baggio. Koeman. Played out towards the right wing. Vieira. Now it's Inzaghi. Koeman.
Druže, ali mi duva u ovoj partiji odbrana, znači, ja mislim da Batica možda prođe Devač. Tako osjeća neki.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Ode.
He came in hard, very hard. Rummenigge, given the lift of his goal. He's free, he has got space.
Zamaš.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ambitious ball here. And this is Inzaghi.
Ajde su... Ma dođi bre na Čeha bre.
Just playing it safe and simple.
Threads one in.
Što me...
Sweeping
Uf!
cross.
Van Dijk re. Za Van Dijka, brate, čekam zamenu. Kad bude bio Ferdinand, bit će live spinovanje, brate, na streamu.
He leaps for it. Cleared away.
Ma duvaj ga bre igrice, bre. Baš, duvaj ga.
What
chess game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Inzaghi at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona drag themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Hakimi. McTominay. Shot could be... Pele!
Sreća.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And this could be the final action of the first half. Ibrahimovic attempts a clearance. And the referee says that that is
3
that
pozadi,
first
on
half.
igra sa 3 nešto, no?
Botafogo are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely
Nije bre,
breathless stuff
bekovi,
so
2
far.
DMF.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Nuno Mendes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bullet over to the right flank. He's quick to return it. Chance! What a wonderful goal!
Samo jedna mala promjena u taktici. Hoće ofanzivno da igra s bekovima, nema frke, vrate. Tamo će da igra Zar.
And he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
The angle was unkind.
Pa idi ti sa Hakimijem
Well, all I can
do
say is
baciš.
that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
And now he has 2. Botafogo have their lead. Vieira can see things others
Jao, jao. Kakva spradačina, vrate.
And he just knows it. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Botafogo go up by
Vidi ovo
2
tačan
and
pas,
are
brate,
looking
nemoj se
through.
baći.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he had to make that,
That can
and
stop.
he did make it.
Okay.
Pele. Looking for the run. And the
Easy.
shot! Relentless!
Easy.
Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's the throw. And here's Azar. That's tidy. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Corner number 2 then. Shot goal! And that's a good
So cold.
Just cruising. They are cruising.
A izađe lebatir.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 14.
Botafogo.
Ne znam da ja moram na posao da idem,
First
brate.
change.
Pa igra do kraja, gospodin.
So easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's
It's insane.
Mbappe. Pele. Number 4. Franz Beckenbauer.
Looking for options for movement. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Hteo sam baš njemu da dam. Vidio sam i Gulita, ali hteo sam Peletu. Kaže Mbappe, catch me if you can.
Sharp little ball here. Played through into space. Yamal. Roberto Baggio. Pele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that was vital. Mbappe. Pull it. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Barcelona can't breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied at the last.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
It's a loose ball. Botafogo looking to go
Šta radiš to, Rum?
out within shooting range.
Šef sam tima za korisničku podršku. Vidi ga, Retter.
Jedan. Pull it, looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Tries to pass it through.
Added minutes has been indicated.
That looks a decent ball. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Vjera kad izađe novi vidjet ću, brate. Vidjet ću. Ako bude imao long reach tackle, to će bude mnogo broken kartica.
4 added minutes on the board. And it's Hakimi. And this is Roberto Baggio. Jedan. Chance here to counter. And it's Hullet. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo
Strano,
have
brate.
been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
Please be reminded that
Rummenigge,
drinking is
very
only
much the
allowed
man
in
of the
areas
moment.
shown
His
on
boots
the
at
Po
their
100%, da. Znaju da im to easy cash. Ali ga šure, brate, ovi imaju po 3000 poena, brate, znači, bože me sačuva.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off.
Ma da, treba da ubaci nešto za grindovanje, ali...
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Ajme da idemo odmah s krilima, pošto...
That gets things running.
Da širimo jer ima 3 pozadi.
Traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. And here's Cantona. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And he's managed to get free. Header! He scored!
They would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Searching pass he's played there. Seedorf. Jedan. And it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Hazard. He is through here. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And it's been hooked away. Bullet never out of the action for very long.
Ajde bre, jebote, priđi za taj pas, šta nisi counter target, ko ti je džan.
Prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nedved. Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality, we're level.
Neću, brate, da uzmem Dešampa, zato što je 89. I ovaj im je 89, nema poenta.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Brzi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
A nemoj da ti beži ta lopta, vrate, što ti je pobegla, jeva? Bez potrebe.
And it has been an engaging watch. Tries to pass it through. Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rummenigge. Rummenigge, and he's been shifted off it. Stojkovic. Half an hour played now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf.
Ne znam što si ostao, jebote, AMF si attacking. Koji ti je kurac, brate, Azar.
Rivaldo going face to face with his great rival. Nedved.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Crklo rekao.
Roberto Carlos.
Crkla pička mala belgijska debela.
And it's Stojkovic. Driving forward. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Look at this. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Played out wide. Brzi. And here's Stojkovic. Now it's Rivaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Brate.
No way through. Steaming on goalwards. Turan did just about enough to come out on top
Užas.
there.
Užas. Samo odjednom prestali da se kreću, brate.
Totally willing to compromise. Roberto Carlos delivers. Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a
Ne
great
znam,
game,
brate,
but
šta
one
je
of
ovo
the
bilo,
biggest
jebote,
incidents
znači...
and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So it's back to business.
Ovo je nevjerojatno.
Brzi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Stojkovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just...
And a chance! Oh, it's a vicious effort.
Nemoj. Gulite.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Stojkovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Brzi. And that has left him in a heap.
Ovo je nešto što me mnogo nervira u ovoj igrici. Mnogo, znači.
Concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very...
He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And that is about as cool. Real chance! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Botafogo applies the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Dink through. And this is Hazard. Hazard with the delivery.
Neće se aktivira, vrate, da gol, ma puši ga.
Surprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Ma, puši ga igrice mrtva.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cantona, that's a good ball out wide. Spread to the right. Nedved making good progress on the right-hand side. He's onside! And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Brzi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution...
Jobimo se je.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's found the way through. Van Dijk with the clearance. Shapes to shoot! And it's in!
Kako smeće od igrice, vrat.
They get themselves in front! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have movement on both benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Squeeze it through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Played into space. That's an excellent interception.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Puši ga, bre.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Brzi. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And the difference is...
Ovo su utakmice gdje gubiš poene, vrat. To je to.
Rummenigge really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
So, third quarter of the game. And the shot!
Prazan gol, brat. A daj, bravo Konami. Svaku ovakvu sam izgubio, brat. Svaku ovakvu sam izgubio. Bravo Konami. Odličan si. Jebem vas usta japanska da vas jebem.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's going for goal! So close to drawing level. Gerrard. It's Snyder. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Snyder. Now it's Cantona.
Seville
Smeće
clearly have
jedno.
been instructed to kill this off. Offense is the best form of defense.
Botafogo now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Oh, that's neat. Good. There's the shot. It's a goal. They have stolen level at the last. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings.
Habrá 6
Zico.
minutos de descuento.
That is lovely. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And they can counter here. Now it's Yamal. And he's managed to get free.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Mbappe. Rummenigge. Picked out brilliantly. Well read. And the danger is averted. Now it's Gerrard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Referee looks
Questo match od partije,
and blows his whistle. What a game.
Questo match od partije, brate.
Ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Petnaest poena, brate, za Remi, ma nemoj me zajebavaš, jebate. Ma daj, brate, 15 poena za Remi. To je to. Igrali smo uz kurac. 15 poena za Remi, brate. Ma da, bravo, bravo igrice. Dobar matchmaking.